Hey guys, it's Ryan. Hey, as we head into the holiday season, I wanted to remind you of being present as we get together with friends and family during this holiday time. We're headed into Thanksgiving, we have Christmas right around the corner, and life gets a little bit hectic. We oftentimes move from one event to the next event, and we kind of stop to really enjoy the moment that we have. We're thinking of the next thing, we're planning for the next thing, we're worried about either hosting or getting there on time if we're traveling. And oftentimes that's the miss. So as we move into the holidays, I want to encourage you, just be present, spend some time, slow down a little bit. Your calendar says that you're off, but is your mind actually also off? Make sure you create some space so that you can go into these events, these days, these moments, these gatherings, be fully present and enjoy that time. You know, one of my favorite people that also does a lot of YouTube content, Jesse Itzler. If you guys don't know who Jesse is, he is very fascinating, an interesting person. He was a rapper when he was younger, which doesn't, you look him up, or if you know him, you wouldn't picture that he's a rapper. This guy is an entrepreneur. He's had billion-dollar companies. He's married to the lady that founded Spanx. Just a really interesting guy and has an incredible mind. And he's been able to share with us a story or an analogy, if you will, about life. And he calls it the bus ride. And so he kind of paints this picture around, you know, hopping on a bus the minute that you're born, and that bus just takes off. It doesn't have any brakes. It doesn't slow down. You don't control the speed. You can't go backwards. You're just on this bus ride. You're going and going and going until it stops. And in short, the way that he kind of portrays that is that we have to take insane urgency right now in these particular moments to not miss the opportunity. Don't kind of wait for next year. Don't assume that you have 10 more years left or 15 years left. You know, Jesse talks a little bit about visiting with family. In one of his speeches, he talks about visiting with parents. And he asked an audience member, he says, you know, how old is your parent? They said 75. He goes, okay, well, if they're 75, how many more years do you have with them? Do you have 10? Do you have 15? Maybe 20 at best? And they were like, yeah, you know, we got 10, 15, 20 years left. And he goes, no. You have 10 Christmases. You got 10 Thanksgivings. You got 15 Thanksgivings, right? It's not as many as you think. And then how many times do you get to see your folks? How many times do you get to see your siblings or your friends, you know, that are out of state? You only have so many visits left with a lot of these people. So we want to make sure that they count. And if we're busy, if our mind is busy, we're thinking about work or emails or texts, that kind of thing, we are going to miss those moments. And we're going to wish that we had them back at some point. So I want to encourage you to disconnect. Turn the phone off. You know, don't check your email. Worry about the text. You're going to be able to get to all that stuff later. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever you want to get to it, you can get to it later. When you're at Thanksgiving and you're hanging out with family, just be there. Be where your feet are. I always kind of like that message that people have said. Just be where your feet are in that moment. Enjoy it. It's a gift. And don't let all the distractions that normally occur. Your mind's going to get really busy. You're going to start to think of things. I know it happens for me all the time, so I have to kind of mentally prepare for it so that I can just be in those moments and not be thinking about the appraisal that needs to be ordered on Friday or the loan docs that need to go out on Monday, right? So you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving, be present, have the best of time. We'll talk to you very soon.